This is one of the most powerful performance enhancers for athletes, and it's legal. Driving drunk and driving drowsy are equally dangerous. Every hour, someone dies in a traffic accident in the US due to fatigue-related error. The less you sleep, the more you are likely to eat. Hey guys, I'm Jeffrey, physiotherapist, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I will review this book by Matthew Walker called Why We Sleep. I will touch on some key points to the book so that you don't have to read it. There are 4 parts to the book, and in this video, I will go over part 2, which is why you should sleep. I will be dropping some good insights and knowledge throughout the video, but a quick disclaimer, it is not medical advice. I'm sure you've heard it before, how important sleep is, but in this video, I will break down just how important it really is and how much benefits it has. Sleep is vital for our memory. Sleep restores the brain's capacity for learning and helps us retain information learned. So sleep is important the night before learning and the night after learning. Sleep that is early on in the night, which is rich in deep non-REM sleep, provides better memory retention than sleep that is happening in the later half of the night, which is rich in REM sleep. Sleep also helps transfer information from short-term memory storage to long-term storage. Sleep is important for recalling information and facts, but can also help with skill memory, things like playing an instrument or sport. During sleep, your brain will continue to improve skill memories in the absence of any further practice. Sleep helps the brain perfect those movements. So it's not really practice makes perfect, it's practice followed by a night of sleep makes perfect. This is one of the most powerful performance enhancers for athletes, and it's legal. It's sleep. At this point, it is very well documented how sleep is important for recovery and athletic performance. LeBron James, who recently just broke the all-time scoring record, is almost 40, but he plays like he's 20. LeBron has said in the past that he prioritizes sleep and sleeps at least 8 hours every night. Professional athletes at the highest level oftentimes take naps before a big game or before a big event like Olympics. Lastly, chronic lack of sleep can predict higher risks of injuries. Sleep helps motor recovery in stroke patients. Rehab plays a huge role in stroke recovery, and that's coming from a completely non-biased view of a neurophysical therapist. Scientists have found that sleep can enhance and speed up that recovery. I have been encouraging all my neuro patients to get an adequate amount of sleep every night as part of their homework, in addition to the exercises. Next, we will talk about sleep deprivation and the brain, which is a very important section. Sleep loss is linked to many neurological and psychiatric conditions, and there are so many that I have to look at a list. So there's Alzheimer's, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, stroke, chronic pain, and suicide. Sleep loss is also linked to other disorders and diseases like cancer, heart attacks, diabetes, infertility, obesity, and immune deficiency. Every hour, someone dies in a traffic accident in the US due to fatigue-related error, and lack of sleep is the culprit. When you chronically get less than 7 hours of sleep a night, you may experience these momentary lapse in concentration while driving, also known as micro-sleep episodes. I'm guilty of this driving to work in the mornings when I get less than 7 hours of sleep, and that's why I really make an effort to get adequate amount of sleep every night so I can stay alert and stay safe on the roads. Driving drunk and driving drowsy are equally dangerous. A study found that people who were sleep deprived were as cognitively impaired as people who were legally drunk. Each hour of sleep loss significantly increases the likelihood of car crashes. We cannot accurately judge how sleep deprived we are when we are sleep deprived. If you think about it, drunk drivers are usually driving very late at night, so they're also sleep deprived, which is terrifying. Can you function off of 6 hours of sleep or less? You may think you can, but unless you have the variant of the rare gene DEC2, the answer is no. Those people make up about 1% of the population, and they are known as sleepless elites. They can survive on 6 hours of sleep every day with minimal impairments to brain function. Insufficient sleep has been linked to aggression, bullying, behavioral problems in children of all ages. Insufficient sleep determines relapse rates in many substance addiction disorders. Lack of sleep can really increase your chances of getting Alzheimer's, and most of us already knew that. Inadequate sleep and Alzheimer's disease interact in a vicious cycle. Without enough sleep, amyloid plaques build up in the brain in the area where deep sleep is generated, and they attack those brain cells in that area. More amyloid leads to less deep sleep, and less deep sleep leads to more amyloid. Unhealthy sleep equals unhealthy heart. The main reason how lack of sleep messes with our cardiovascular health is due to our sympathetic nervous system. With less sleep, our body in a way stays stuck in a fight or flight state that can last for days, months, or even years. The consequence of that is high blood pressure, high levels of cortisol, which is our stress hormone, and higher risk of atherosclerosis with buildup of fatty deposits in our arterial walls. And we all know what that all can lead to: heart attacks and strokes. Did you know the number of heart attacks spike the Monday after spring forward when we lose an hour? Losing an hour of sleep may play a bigger role in our health than we think. The opposite happens with fall back. The amount of heart attacks decrease the day after gaining an hour. Thumbs up if you think the day following daylight savings spring forward when we lose an hour should be a holiday. Higher rates of type 2 diabetes are found in individuals who sleep less than 6 hours regularly. The cells of tired, sleep-deprived people are less receptive to insulin, the hormone that tells cells in your body to absorb glucose and control the blood sugar levels. The less you sleep, the more you are likely to eat. Inadequate sleep decreases your concentrations of leptin, which is your I am full hormone, and increase your concentrations of ghrelin, your I am still hungry hormone. Sleep loss also increases levels of endocannabinoids, which are chemicals that stimulate your appetite and your desire to snack, also known as having the munchies. Sleep impacts your response to the flu vaccine. Getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep the week leading up to getting the vaccine increases your body's effectiveness to develop the antibody response to fight off the viruses. Similar responses have been seen in the hepatitis A and B vaccine, as well as the COVID vaccine. Trying to sleep more after getting the vaccine does not have the same response. Inadequate sleep can affect your cancer-fighting immune cells and encourage metastasis in people who already have cancer. Sleep deprivation diminishes cancer-combating cells and boosts the levels of cancer-promoting cells. Lack of sleep essentially causes a sustained inflammatory response from the immune system. In 2009, Denmark became the first country to pay workers' compensation to women who had developed breast cancer after years of night shift work in government-sponsored jobs like nurses. Inadequate sleep is associated with lower testosterone levels in men and abnormal menstrual cycles in women, and linked to infertility. Here's the secret to looking more attractive. There's no secret. It's getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Why do you think it's called beauty sleep? When you get adequate sleep, you look more attractive, alert, and younger. Insufficient sleep may alter your DNA in a way that's similar to what happens to our DNA with aging. If this video has not convinced you to sleep, I don't know what will. If you know someone that needs convincing, please share this video. If you enjoyed the video, learned something new, give it a thumbs up, and thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next parts.